Hello, this is Austin. Today I'm going to be talking about VLANs. Last time I talked about Ether channels, which were really simple. So VLANs are a little more complicated, but not much more complicated. All these videos I'm going to do from scratch. Mainly the reason being that um, if you want to set these labs up yourself, you know what to do and you know what I did. I hate when I watch a video and a lab is already set up, and I just take their word for it because sometimes I don't know how they set up the lab. I'm using Packet Tracer. You can use Packet Tracer too. I don't know the details of. Um, I was able to get Packet Tracer because I'm studying for my CCNA. I don't know the exact details of it, of how to get it otherwise, so you might have to figure that out. All right, so I'm just making a note of the IP address of each computer. So 10.0.0.2. Boom. I'm just going to leave this open. All right, so they all have an IP. PC2, 5. Just making sure the notes that I put are the exact same address they actually assigned. And it looks like that's the case. I don't know. What I hate about labs is the fact that like you have to constantly open up so many windows. I wish they were like the windows were all tabbed in some way. So I mean that would be nice if there was a way for them to do that. Then I'd be all over that. So yep, let's work on getting our VLAN set up. A VLAN is a virtual local area network. Um, you'd want to create a VLAN if, for instance, you had uh, two networks that you didn't want. Well, no, VLANs aren't really networks. They're more like they're different. They're different. I guess the best way to explain it is this: is that whatever gets sent on one VLAN doesn't get sent on another. So it's like there's separate messages on each VLAN. Um, so if PC0 and PC2 are in VLAN 1, they will not send messages to VLAN 2 or any other VLAN. And they won't get messages from any other VLAN other than the VLAN that they're in. Um, so I hope what I just said makes some sense. Um, in the future, I'll go over trunking, which is helpful for VLANs, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'm just going to go over some simplicity of VLANs. All right. So just working on my topology. Let me get into this first switch here. So let's do an enable config term. And then we're going to set up VLAN 2. Before I do that, actually, I'll show you what VLANs there already are. So if I do show VLAN brief. You can see that by default, everything already goes into VLAN 1. So keep that in mind. So let's do config terminal. Let's make VLAN 2. Name it V2. Exit. Interface. What interfaces are these? So we want to set up this interface on this switch. So FA 0-4 and FA 0-1. So we're going to do switch port, mode, nope, not mode, access VLAN 2. That's all there is. And if we do show VLAN brief again, we can see that for the one that's the access, this is the access interface or access port on the switch, the one that's connected to the end user. So the access port is on VLAN 2. So let's set it up for this port as well. This first wire that's connected to FA 0-1. So interface FA 0-1. Switch port access VLAN 2. Now I know you could do range to access multiple switch ports, but I don't know, like, I wish there was a way to like do like multiple ports at once or interfaces at once. If you know how to do that, let me know. So if I could just do like FA 0-2, like if I could do that and then have both of those work, like go into both those at once. If you know how to do that, let me know. That'd be really awesome and helpful. So yeah, let's look at which so we have FA 0-1 and 4, so 1 and 4. I'm trying to set up PC1 and PC3 on separate VLANs, so that's what I'm trying to do right now. Enable. So 1 and 4. 1 and 4 again, okay. We're going to make our VLAN again. I'm going to name it V2. Get out of there. Interface 0-1. Oh, not in the right prompt. So let's do switch port mode VLAN 2 again. What? Oh, access VLAN 2. My bad. And let's do the same thing for 4. For interface 4. Now let's see if those were added, and it looks like they were. So now, yeah, PC3, PC1 can talk to each other, but they can't talk to PC 2 over here or PC 0. And PC 0 and PC 2 cannot talk to PC 3 or PC 1. Splitting up the network like this helps traffic not be as congested. I'm just going to exit the switches, and I'm going to, here, I'll show you. I'll do a ping of PC2 over here. And we see that that works, but if I tried to ping, I don't know, PC1, see that that doesn't work. All right. So that's kind of the basics of VLANs. Hope you enjoyed.